KCAV, television broadcasting. Bringing BPCC to you.
From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Hi, I'm Sarah Patterson.
And I'm Quentin Washington. Thanks for tuning in to BPCC News.
Almost every little girl has dreamed of being a princess, and now's your chance. A pageant to select Miss BPCC is held annually in the spring to select a student to represent Bossier Parish Community College as a hostess, spokesperson, and ambassador both on campus and in the community. In conjunction with Miss BPCC pageant, the college also hosts a Miss Teeny Cavalier competition. The young lady selected will represent BPCC alongside Miss BPCC in her year of service. If you are interested in participating, the meetings will be held on Monday, February 6th at 1 p.m., Tuesday at February 7th at 12:15 p.m. Both meetings will be held in Building F, Room 220, which is the Student Life Office.
Calling all writers and artists, if you'd like to see your work published and have a chance at a cash prize of $150, submit your best work to Savoir Faire, BPCC Literary and Visual Arts Magazine. Guidelines and electronic submissions form can be found at BPCC.edu/Savoir Faire. Deadlines up for submission is March 1st.
The Cavalier Express student recruiting team is holding a goodie sale on February 14th in Buildings A and Building F. The sale will include candy bags, balloons, and cupcakes while supplies last. The sale will begin at 9 a.m., so make sure you're there to get your sweet treats.
The BPCC Multicultural Committee and the Office of Student Life announced BPCC's new multicultural series for the spring 2017 semester. Each event will coordinate with the informational display that will be featured in the display case located on the first floor of Building F. Join us Wednesday, February 8, 12 noon in the student lounge area of Building F for the Black History Month event. It will feature a vocal performance of BPCC Gospel Choir and an African dance performance by BPCC staff members Tori Smith and Delicia Washington. Also, don't forget to check out the Black History Month display located on the first floor of Building F, as well as the display and resource materials located in the Learning Commons in Building A. Looks like we might have a wet Super Bowl this year.
After the break, we'll check with Dylan for our weekend weather forecast.
Millions of America's kids are in crisis. Who better to help than one who has walked in their shoes and found a great future at the Boys and Girls Club?
It takes a village to raise a child, and for me, the village was that Boys and Girls Club.
The Boys and Girls Club taught me that I could believe in myself and that all my dreams are limitless.
It takes just one person to make a difference. If you are a Boys and Girls Club kid, join us.
It's incumbent upon all alumni to give back to today's youths.
There's so many young people that are in our communities that think no one cares about them, but we really do.
If not alumni, then who?
If we all get together, we definitely can make a difference in someone's life.
Be a member for life. Join the Alumni and Friends Club today. Impact a kid's life forever. Join at bgcalum.org.
Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm your host, Dylan Procell, here to bring you the weather on BPCC News. Let's go ahead and take a look at those current temps and see what we got going on around us. Okay, right now you see we have 47 in Marshall, 45 in Nacogdoches, and up here in Texarkana we have 50. Right here in Shreveport-Bossier we have 47. Over here in Ruston we have 47, 45 in Minden, and 45 in Natchitoches. Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast and see what our weekend's going to look like. Today, Friday, we have a 0% chance, partly cloudy, 53 for your high, 35 for your low tonight. Today is pretty windy, and the sun is coming out, so maybe we'll have a nice day. Saturday, we have 20%, partly cloudy, 49 for your high and 45 for your low. Sunday, though, we have 60% chance, 67 for your high and 61 for your low. Over here, Monday, we have 74 for your high, 66 for your low, and 20% chance partly cloud. Though Tuesday is going to climb up to 80 degrees with a 20% chance of rain, and it's going to be partly cloudy, and 53 for your low. Well, that's all we have for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Back to you guys at the news desk.
When we return, we'll see what exciting things are happening today in history.
And Nathaniel will tell us if there are any holidays or birthdays we need to celebrate today.
Hey guys, welcome to yet another installment of BPCC's spin on our very own segment, Today in History. I'm your host, Nathaniel Bollier, to bring you the scoop on some of the cool things that happened on this day in history, February the 3rd. Alrighty, let's get started. First, in some territory news on this day in 1783, Spain recognized the independence of the United States in the Treaty of Paris. Also, on this day in 1809, the territory of Illinois was created. Next, on this date in 1815, the world's first commercial cheese factory was created in Switzerland. This activation began a quick worldwide fad, and people wanted to taste cheeses from other countries. And as you can probably guess, that Swiss cheese was in pretty popular demand. Then, on this date in 1913, the 16th Constitutional Amendment was ratified. Just in time for tax season, the amendment authorized the right to impose and collect income tax. Lastly, on this date in 2015, the British House of Commons voted to approve letting scientists create babies from 3 people's DNA. People, we may be well on our way to some stellar race-mixing innovations. Alrighty, and now that I've seen some epic events of today covered, let's look at some celebrity birthdays. Let's all wish a happy birthday to social media influencer Taylor Caniff, turning 21 today, football player Julio Jones, turning 28 today, and YouTube star Chris Thompson, turning 35 today. Alrighty, last of all, let me give a shout out to one of those goofy daily holidays people make up just to have a holiday on stupid days. But the day that I pick is National Bubblegum Day. Make sure to make it your duties not to ever ask me for any. Ever. Alright, that's all I have for today's history. Check us out next time, dudes. Now let's take it right on back to the news desk.
5, 4, 3, 2.
A heads up if you use I-220 daily, it will be closed in Caddo Parish this weekend. The Department of Transportation says they will close both east and westbound portions of I-220 from North Market exit to the Shreveport-Blanchard Highway exit this weekend. The closing starts tonight at 8 p.m. and the road will remain closed until Monday, February 6th at 6 a.m. The Department of Transportation wants to remind drivers it's illegal to drive on closed roads or pass barricades at any time for any reason.
This Saturday, you can find unique items, crafts, and local fairs at the Bossier Night Market. The event is held at Pierre Bossier Mall and set up in the south parking lot facing I-20 near Sears. This is a free event with free parking and free live music where Garland Wilson is set to perform this weekend. Bring the whole family and enjoy food trucks, music, and fun. The market is pet-friendly and all non-retractable leash pets are welcome. There is over 175 vendors including jewelry, art, clothes, and more. So head out to the Bossier Night Market for some family fun and shopping this weekend.
These days, it seems like drones are becoming more and more a part of our everyday lives. The flying machines went from a hobby to future business deliveries and saving lives on the battlefields. Bossier City plans to get on the drone revolution and get 3 drones of its own. The Bossier City firefighters will pilot the drones and it will assist them in saving lives. The flying machines will not go out on every call, but they will be deployed for major fires and search and rescue missions. Bossier City is expected to approve the purchase during the next few city council meetings.
Only 2 days away from Super Bowl 51 in Houston, as the New England Patriots takes on the Atlanta Falcons.
After the break, we'll check in with sports anchor Greg Johnson with the latest news about Dak Prescott and updates on Super Bowl 51.
I didn't want to talk. She just sat with me. That was all I really needed.
Coming, Mark? We got back, and of course we went to different cities. One day he called me out of the blue, and it's comforting to know that I always can count on him to have my back.
We hadn't talked for a while, and then she texted me, and we went for a walk.
She called me from time to time. I really didn't think I needed any help.
I was away from my family during the holidays, and a friend invited me to their house for dinner. It really meant a lot.
He knew I was having a rough week, so he asked me to go fishing with him.
My friend knew that I didn't want to go out, so she brought me dinner instead.
It took me from being really depressed to feeling like somebody cared. It gave me some hope. Just that one text.
Be there. Your call, your presence, your words, your support. Be there and help save a life.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in for BPCC Sports. I'm Greg Johnson. BPCC men's basketball team falls short to Paris Junior College on Wednesday, 81-80. The Cavs will hit the road tomorrow to take on Panola College. Tip-off for that game will be at 4 p.m. And the Lady Cavs will host Blinn College tomorrow afternoon. Tip-off for that game will be at 2 p.m. The BPCC baseball team will hit the diamond today and host Crowley Country Community College. First pitch will be at 12 p.m. We have some breaking news for you guys. Former Hawthorne Zone and Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott won the 2017 Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year. Pepsi and the NFL announced it today for the contributions to Cowboys' franchise record for tying the 13-win season. Prescott said after winning the award on NFL Network's Good Morning Football, saying, "It's an honor and it's a privilege and it's so humbling, especially just having a great rookie class for this year." Shout out to Dak Prescott. We're just 2 days away from Super Bowl 51 featuring the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons, but a small Ohio town is playing an important role for the big game this weekend, and that's because the town is home to the factory that makes the footballs used in the Super Bowl and is celebrating the role by hosting a football festival tomorrow night. Dan Cummins reports.
Ada, Ohio is a sleepy town of 5,800 and known for two things. Ohio Northern University going back to 1871, and it's where Wilson Sporting Goods has made the NFL football since 1955 and every one of 51 Super Bowls since, and counting. Saturday night, they're planning a Wilson Football Festival downtown, hoping to draw families to celebrate the company that's provided careers to so many. They'll have a football movie showing Friday Night Lights. At Ohio Northern, a gathering to show and talk about your favorite Super Bowl commercials.
There will be music and family entertainment. And you know how on New Year's Eve they drop a walleye in Port Clinton? Well, on Super Bowl Eve, Ada's going to drop a Wilson football. Not this football, that football.
Well, I think we're the second largest employer in Ada behind Ohio Northern. And the people obviously are all within 15, 20 miles of here. So they know the community, they cash their checks here, they spend their money here, and it's just a sense of pride for both parties.
We're the only place in the United States that a professional ball is made. All the other balls for professional sports are made offshore. So this is really about small town, it's about Main Street, it's about Made in America.
And the countdown to Super Bowl Sunday continues. Dan Cummins,
5,
WTOL 11.
4, 3, 2.
On the list of problems facing the United States, a bacon shortage wasn't supposed to be one of them. The Ohio Pork Council reported that the demand for frozen pork belly make bacon is outpacing the supply. There are literally not enough little pickets going to market. In December of 2016, the frozen pork belly inventory was at its lowest level since 1957, according to the Department of Agriculture. As a result, prices are on the rise. Pork belly prices increased 20% in January. While bacon prices might go up for consumers, rest assured we will not run out of the supply.
The kitchen contraption you have always wanted is finally here. A toaster that makes cooking bacon simple and healthy, sort of. Bacon is the greatest invention in the history of mankind. That's not just an opinion, it's a scientific fact. Probably, but you know what I mean. And if we're dishing out awards for mankind's second greatest invention, the new machine that could revolutionize the cooking of bacon is a contender. The Bacon Express is essentially a toaster for bacon. It's simple to use, and there's even a dial on the side to help crank the heat up for different types of bacon. The new vertical way of cooking the bacon can also be considered a more healthy way because the bacon doesn't sit in the grease, but instead drips down in a pan to keep your bacon nice and crisp. Now all we need is some kind of robot drone to make cooking the bacon easier and send it directly to our bedsides, and we're good to go. That's all the news that we have for you today. I'm Sarah Patterson.
And I'm Quentin Washington. Stay tuned for A Taste of Bibbsy, where today's future recipe has more bacon!